Hello my TBDs, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 summer foundation recommendations if you have combination or oily skin. So I like to do some of these recommendation type of videos every once in a while just to keep you guys updated on if my thoughts have changed about certain foundations. And if you know me, I love trying foundations. They're my favorite product within my makeup routine, and I feel like I just am a foundation connoisseur, if you will. But I have 5 here that are affordable that I think are really, really good foundations that if you don't know which one to buy this summer or that's going to keep you matte and have it be super long wearing and comfortable on the skin, then I'd recommend some of these products. So before we hop in, be sure to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you're enjoying the video while you're watching, you can give me a thumbs up and let me know. First foundation I wanted to share, this is the No. 7 Match Made Custom Blend Foundation Drops. I have the shade Porcelain. You do get 0.5 ounces of product, but I have had this product for over a year and I still haven't gone through it. This is more of a foundation pigment. It's not a full-on foundation. You can take as many drops of this as you would like. The more drops you have, the more coverage you're going to get out of this product. If you do 1 or 2 drops, you're going to get more of a light coverage. 3 or 4 drops, you're gonna get medium, and then if you go any more than that, you're definitely looking at a full coverage type of finish. But what I love about this is it doesn't have a formula necessarily. It doesn't claim to be matte. It doesn't claim to be dewy. That's why I think that this can work for literally every skin type imaginable, just because it doesn't say one way or the other what it's for. And so I've found that whatever primer you put underneath this product, that's what the finish of the product is going to be. So today I have on a matte primer, so of course my skin's gonna look matte, but if you have dry skin and you want a dewy look, use a dewy primer, put this on top, and you're good to go. What I love is that it just kind of blends into whatever primer you have on underneath. So I think it's a very flexible and like moldable type of product. You can use it in a lot of different ways. You can add it into your moisturizer. You can add it just as the drops like I do. You can add it into a foundation that you like the formula, but it just doesn't give you enough coverage. If you're looking for something that is just a little bit more general and not geared just towards oily skin, I would recommend this. You guys, this is better than the CoverFX foundation drops. This is better than a lot of foundations that I've tried, and there's a reason I keep going back to it because it holds up so well on my skin. It's very long lasting, so lightweight because they are just literal pigment drops. This doesn't feel like anything on your skin, so I love it. I'm wearing it on my skin today, and it's just one of my holy grail. I cannot get away from this type of product at the drugstore. All right, next is this one. We all know this is coming. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Now this, again, is not geared towards oily skin, but it works. This does give you a little bit more of a glowy look towards the end of the day. I would say it gives you like a satin matte finish, and then as you wear it throughout the day, it is going to get a little bit more dewy, but it doesn't look bad. It looks so pretty. And if you're open to a foundation that doesn't just give you a matte, like a full-on matte look, then I would recommend this. I have oily skin and I wear this all the time. It is so pretty, so skin-like. I don't think I've tried a foundation that looks so flattering and soft on the skin. This does have a pump, which is awesome. It is glass, so I would just be wary if you are planning on traveling with this. Speaking from experience, I have definitely broken concealers and foundations mid-travel, and it's just not worth it. I know there's a bunch of hype around it, but it is there for a reason. This is such a good foundation, and I go back to it. This is also a foundation that I can mix in with a lot of other foundations. I mix this in with another foundation that I'm going to mention next, the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I mix this with it all the time just to give it a little bit more of a skin-like finish, but still have the matte piece of the CoverGirl BB Cream. If you have any skin type, these 2 foundations are going to be it for you, and I think that they're not going to be too matte, too heavy feeling. Both of these feel so lightweight, so comfortable on the skin. This is kind of an in the middle type of foundation. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I am gonna go back to this forever. I'm never getting rid of this ever. I hope that they never discontinue this. This is a BB cream. It's marketed as a BB cream. This really gives you a good medium coverage rather than a light coverage like most BB creams shoot for. Most BB creams just act like a skin tint and it gives you a little bit of coverage just to even things out. It's so affordable. I don't notice that I break out with it. Like the first two, this is very lightweight on the skin, except it does have more of a matte finish. So it's gonna go on satin matte and it's gonna stay that way throughout the day. It's not like the other two where throughout the day it does allow more oil to come through. This is going to keep you like a good soft matte finish the whole day. This is incredibly long wearing. I wouldn't say it's as long wearing as the L'Oreal. This is the most long wearing foundation ever, but this gets pretty close. The only thing I don't like about this is the shade range. This is the shade Fair and it's still a little too dark for me now, and I'm more tan than my winter self. So I do end up having to mix this a lot of the time with something else just to help lighten it a little bit. So that's the only thing I would say this. If you're super fair, you're probably gonna have to find something different, unfortunately, or just mix it. You know, you could take the number 7 these and just get a lighter shade and mix the two, and it doesn't change the formula of this. In terms of a BB cream, this is my holy grail. I will continue to use it forever. It just looks so good on the skin, and it does keep you a little bit more matte than the first two foundations I mentioned. All right, now we're going to the matte. These are the two matte ones that I would highly recommend. So this is the Revlon Colorstay for combination oily skin. I definitely say this is more oily skin. This also has a pump, which is awesome, but definitely not great for travel. That is the thing with the number 7 and the CoverGirl. These are the best for travel out of this list that I've made. This is if you have really, really, really oily skin and nothing makes you matte. This is almost like you're putting on cement on your face, okay? It doesn't feel that heavy, but it does feel heavier than the first 3 foundations I talked about. You are gonna feel this on your skin. I feel like with super, super matte foundations, you kind of have to feel it to know that it's working, you know what I mean? Like I'm okay feeling this on my skin a little bit more than some other foundations because I know that this is a wow, you are gonna be matte the entire day kind of foundation. So if you have really, really oily skin, I don't think there's another foundation you're gonna find that's better than this one in terms of staying super, super matte and being affordable. So this is one that I go back to, especially on days that it's so hot and I'm like, ugh. I can use this on those days and it helps keep me very, very matte. I would use this more if I was in a humid climate, maybe like in the south. I think I would use this probably a lot more. Colorado's pretty dry, so I don't notice that I get more oily because of the weather necessarily here. But oh my gosh, this is holy grail for people that have really, really oily skin. All right, last product. It's an honorable mention, you guys. You cannot go to the store and buy this. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can find an option in the first 4 if you cannot order anything online. But if you can order things online, this is it. This is the Kokie Full Cover Foundation. This has the nicest packaging out of every foundation I'm gonna mention. This is so stinking good. You guys, it's so affordable. Even though you do have to order it online, it still is within the drugstore pricing, which is awesome. This came really fast in the mail. I have used this over and over and over. And honestly, if I were to pick between the Revlon and the Kokie, I'd go Kokie. I think that this is not as heavy as the Revlon Colorstay. It gives you more coverage than the Colorstay. This is definitely more of a full coverage foundation, but it feels more lightweight. It looks a little bit more natural on the skin, but it keeps you very matte for a very long time throughout the day. So again, if you are very oily, this would be a good one that I would highly recommend. And I am running out of it. As you can see, there's like a swipe on the front of the bottle because I'm like trying to get it out. In terms of packaging, in terms of the formula, if you are oily and you're looking for something that's going to last a long time, feel nice and lightweight on the skin, give you some good coverage, and keep you matte, then this is the foundation for you. So there you have it. Those are the 5 foundations I would recommend that are affordable, that work really well with oily skin during the spring, summer months. Because I know when we come up, like we can wear a little bit more satin finish type of foundations in the winter. Oh no, summer comes and you're like, I want something to keep me matte. I don't want to look like a grease ball. So I get it. I'm with you. I always find recommendation videos like this helpful for me. So I hope it was helpful helpful for you as well. I will have all of these foundations listed in the description box below in case you are interested in any of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.